chopped cheese, New York staple, $300 worth of ingredients. 3 versus $300 sandwich. This is like $100 worth of ingredients. For the sake of the title and catchiness of the video, we're going 3 versus 300. Sounds way cooler than 3 versus 100. Just so you guys know, I'm being honest, it's $100. We're gonna cut our veggies.
We're literally gonna use like 3 slices, so even cheaper than the whole price of a tomato. That's good enough. The lettuce, this especially, you wanna make sure it's super thin. Now the onion, I'm gonna go with dices for this. We're gonna cut our roll in half.
So that's all the prep work, probably like 2 minutes to do all this. This sandwich alone should be super quick, maybe 10 minutes or less. And yeah, that's about it. So let's start cooking. Woo!
Add a little pressure. Meat still needs to finish browning, but our bread has been toasted beautifully. So we can move that and let it just chill.
It's like fancy, yummy mush. Our meat looks really good. Let's assemble.
Ketchup, a little mayo. Now, most places, you'll see they're wrapped nice and tight. That will prevent spillage. That's exactly what we're gonna do before we cut into it.
Let's go. Yeah, that's chopped cheese.
This is all time.
The ingredients for our bougie $100 cheesesteak, we got Jasper Hill Whitney. So I don't know if this is, the cheese name is Whitney or Jasper Hill Whitney. Regardless, fancy, good melty cheese. They said the closest thing is Gruyere, like that's a comparison. Meat, we got a beautiful prime ribeye, all-time favorite meat. To elevate this, we're not gonna be doing mayo and ketchup. We got bone marrow roasted garlic mayo. I'll be making the mayo from scratch, adding those pieces together. We have a lot of heavy ingredients. To counteract all this, obviously we have our fresh ingredients. I'm gonna be doing shallot and onion jam. So we got sweetness to cut through all this richness. And then of course, our bread, which is what I was looking for. And I found it at Italy. This is just bread. I don't know what they call this, but it's gonna be a good one.
Drench it in olive oil.
We're gonna pop this in the oven, 45 minutes, about 400, 450 degrees. And then I'm gonna set a timer, because for the last 15 minutes, that's when the bone marrow is gonna go in. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Goodbye. Next step is the jam. Very simple.
We're gonna cut up onion and shallot. We're gonna do a very simple jam recipe. Olive oil. I'm running out of olive oil. Give this a rough dice. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's all gonna be in like jam form. And now we'll go in with the shallots. So same thing, rough chop here. So we'll add that, turn up the heat a little bit. To make this a jam, very simple. We're gonna season it with some salt. We'll go in with brown sugar to give it the sweetness, caramelize it. Decent amount. And then you need some sort of acid component. In this case, balsamic vinegar. This will also help brown it. Give it a little stir. 20 minutes or so. Lower the heat, don't burn it. Medium low, and we'll open it, check it. Yeah, that's it. I need to clean up. And then let's mince our meat. So sick. I took this out of the freezer, and that's because if you're going to be mincing your own meat with a meat grinder, freezing the parts, I really don't know why, but everyone says freeze it beforehand, and it helps the meats like go through easily, and it looks cool. We have our meat. We have our meat grinder. Basically, we're gonna cut cube-sized pieces, going with the chum meat. All right, well, we managed to figure it out. We got our beef. This is a lot. 1 steak, and we got all this meat. I'm gonna use all of it. We're just gonna make some patties. All right, that's enough. I'm gonna throw this in the fridge while we prepare everything else. It's been about 20 minutes. The jam looks great. It's gonna look a little more liquid than normal. That's because we need to refrigerate it, and once this cools down, it'll really thicken up. So we're gonna add it to a jar, into the fridge. All our prep is pretty much done. Look at that, perfect timing. We got 3 minutes left before we hit the 35-minute mark. That means we can throw these into the oven. Super simple. Bone marrow. Whenever I see bone marrow at restaurants, or really in general, a lot of people think it's like crazy expensive. It's really not. If you get these at a reasonably priced grocery store, like $7 for 2 of these, and it's just a flavor booster. 15 minutes for that. Meat's done. Homemade mayo recipe. You do 1 egg, 1 cup neutral oil, 1 egg, 1 cup oil, about a teaspoon mustard, lemon juice. We're gonna go with a little bit of salt. All right, let's see if I did this right. All right, success. There's our mayo. Now we're gonna grab our garlic bone marrow, add it in here, blend it up. It's gonna be some good ass mayonnaise. Just to clarify, this is chilled for like 5 minutes, so it is still scalding hot. I'm very impatient though, so we're just gonna let it rip and deal with the consequences. All right, let's go for it. Dude, my thumbs. Tell me it looks sick. Please tell me it looks sick. I want a little more color on it, so. I just want an excuse to use this thing. I don't know if I need more color, it's just, come on, that's a sick shot. Ooh, oh yeah. Oh, this bone is on fire. Come on, I gotta set that down. So it's essentially just a super fatty mayo and flavorful. Ooh, I just thought of this. Since this is super rich, a little lemon zest. Yeah. There we go. All we gotta do now is pretty much prepare our fresh ingredients and then slice our cheese. So for the fresh ingredients, instead of basic tomatoes, we got these really pretty heirloom ones. This looks pretty sick. I think we're gonna go with this. Look at that tomato. Dude, what the fuck is that? Instead of just regular shredded iceberg, we got baby gem, essentially the little pieces. I think it'll look really nice when we layer it on the sandwich. It remains intact. It'll give it a nice crunch. I mean, this is more than enough. This will be our main acid component to cut through all that. So we'll go in with a little fresh olive oil. The main thing being red wine vin, touch of lemon juice. Obviously we'll hit it with some salt, some pep. And then when we assemble the sandwich, we're just gonna layer it on cheese. Obviously we gotta cut it up, so I'm gonna cut the rind off. I mean, I'm probably gonna end up using close to all of this. I'm always the proponent, the more cheese, the better. We'll just add it piece by piece. We're gonna bake this, and by the time our meat and cheese is done, it'll be nice and toasty. Chopped it up, we're gonna add the cheese now. I'm kind of struggling figuring out the order of operation here because there's just a lot more going on. Obviously it's gonna go bread, gonna slice it open. We'll go mayo on the front half, jam on the back half, all the meat, layer in the lettuce, make it rain with Parmesan, then layer in the tomatoes, wrap it super tight, and it should look sick. That's a game plan. Call me crazy. Off of initial looks, I think the $3 was sexier. I'm not gonna lie. If you use that processed cheese, that thing just makes anything look like gooey and sexy, but I mean, this still looks great. I'm very excited to try this. You can see the jam. This thing also weighs an absolute ton. Very excited to try this one. I mean, bread looks awesome. Look how much meat is just hanging off the edge there. Let's give this a taste. All right. The jam absolutely makes this sandwich. Without it, I mean, it wouldn't be a disaster, but it wouldn't be nearly as good. That is saving and making this absolutely incredible. I was so ready to pick OG chopped cheese. In my mind, I would never spend this much on a sandwich. It looks good, definitely looks clean, but there's really nothing special visually. Then I took a bite of this. I think it just completely changed my mind. This definitely beats the other one, mainly because when I eat a chopped cheese, it's just the flavor profile of a cheeseburger. This, there's so much going on, but it works completely. Like we talked about balancing the richness with sweet and acid, and that is exactly what we got going on. The bougie one absolutely wins. That being said, my caveat, I think I would still, if I'm going out to eat, I'm gonna get a chopped cheese. I'm not spending this amount of money on a sandwich, probably ever. And also like 3 bites in, I'm greasy as hell. I'm sweating. Like I'm gonna need a nap after I eat something like this. Don't get me wrong, the chopped cheese, you don't feel that great after eating those either. Not nearly as rich. The flavor profile of this one, a little bit more. Both are great sandwiches. You really can't go wrong. Whether you do bodega or bougie, just make a chopped cheese, man. Those things deserve some more love, and don't know how to end it. That would have been a cool way to end it. Just, they deserve more love, man. Go get a chopped cheese or just make it at home. Yeah, peace.